Concentration, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters,
Well, Coach, any Florida resident will tell you that afternoon pop-up showers and storms are the norm, and that's exactly what we have right now. Actually expecting a pretty steady rain throughout today here in Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Here's Dobbs to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Powers through him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Check the backer. Check the backer.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and then stop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Flag.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dobbs. He's got a man. Complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Dobbs to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags. Touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Mike, ready? 95-56. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Running with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready. Yellow lady. Wild kill. Check 3. Pilot, 64, weak. 36. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Again. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after 1. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Now Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 3rd and 2, Dobbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That's good.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And that one covered beautifully. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing here, Dobbs. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Dobbs now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Dobbs. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they move this. Explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. That's complete right around the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 4-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Check 3. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. 6 guys. Check 61. Match box.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, baby. Opposite. 53. Over. 3. Here we go. 5.
From midfield, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for this is caught inside the 15. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken very short. What a spin. And they will be backed up deep as they'll have to start the drive from the 6-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 13-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Dobbs. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Dumps it off to Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Under 10. 10.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. He's got the hook up with Conley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I got you. Kill.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A final shot before half for Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and now return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Second half starts with a run by Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big run that time by Murray. 41 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Here we go.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. What's good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd and 12, Dobbs. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 54 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Kill.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Ready? 21.
The 37-yard line.
Stand up there. We go 21.
On 2nd and 12. Breeze. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there. Good for a Saints first down.
First down.
Ready? 5-8. Pick it up. Rush in. Rush 12. Check 3. 218, chopper. We're good. I-4, ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Coverage there by Kevon Seymour. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here comes Peppers. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Fournette. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming.
And D-line wearing down consistently. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it. I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Hey, easy.
On 1st down, Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Josh Allen, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Breeze. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this will get them all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Cook's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Saints 28, Jaguars 17.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big try.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to loft and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Thomas, the intended target. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
36.
Throwing again. Dobbs. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. Open man is Westbrook, complete. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw, deep depth. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbs to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
You ain't doing nothing today. Switch 6-6, pull it high.
Again, it's Murray. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
11. Hey, Delta. Change the mic.
Back to throw, Breeze. He shakes him off. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, and that play was pretty well doomed right from the start. The pressure was really affecting him. Collapsed everything in the pocket. He had to move around, try to get it downfield. Incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check 26.
Bree's going to go on 4th down. And he finds Cook. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. A gutsy decision there, going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2.
Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded at the 2. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Saints, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.